Hello everyone, welcome again. Jai Hind. Today we are going to learn the most respectful theorem in mathematics. Most important theorem of mathematics. Yes, your assumption is correct. As what I have written in thumbnail, yes, we are going to learn Pythagoras theorem, the most favorite, most interesting and most respectful theorem in mathematics and in 10th standard ever. There are so many proofs of this theorem because that is as much as useful also. And this theorem today I am going to explain you some kind of different way. If this video once you will see carefully and with proper concentration, so you will this proof you will never forget. For mark theorem, so many times this theorem is asked, and as I have written in thumbnail, okay, in which year it was asked, that is already written, that you can see. So this is most important theorem which can provide you for marks. So the proof what I am going to write, the same pattern you have to follow. The Pythagoras, okay, 569 to 479 BC, before Christ. And he has totally changed the era of mathematics. And this is the theorem. In your textbook it is written theorem 6.8, and the sentence is also so much important. Means in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is the square of remaining two sides. Once you will listen properly, okay, so you are able to write without memorization, without seeing in the textbook. It's not need to memorize. Why people are memorizing this theorem? Just listen my words. The square of hypotenuse. Just close your eyes. Focus here on my words. Square of hypotenuse is sum of remaining two sides square. Square of hypotenuse is square of remaining two sides. So this proof I am going to show you. See here they have written the proper words. The right angle triangle square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. So that is the most important thing, that this theorem is applicable. First of all, listen me again. This theorem is applicable acute angle, or in acute angle or in obtuse angle it is not applicable. So now this is the triangle. Okay, this is the right angle triangle. This angle is right angle. This is the right angle triangle here as I have shown. So the pattern which I am going to show you, that only you have to write, that only you have to follow. Because the mark distribution is that kind of which I am showing you in this pattern. Okay, so first what you have to write, given, to prove and prove. See, any theorem if it will ask in 4 marks, so the pattern will be first of all statement. Listen again, first of all statement, then given, to prove, and then proof. Okay. So first I will write here given. What is given? I will write here first given. Okay. What is given? Here you have to write triangle. Okay, triangle ABC is right angle triangle. Okay. Now to prove, what to prove? We need to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, this is we have to prove. And now this is the figure. And now we have to write the proof. Okay, so proof portion I am going to write here. This is the proof. Okay, so in proof, what we have to write? In triangle A, B, C, there are two triangles, okay? ABD and BDE. So first we will take the ratio using similarity theorem. So first we will write one step, we have to write BD, let draw. Okay, first we have to write let draw. Otherwise just you can write let BD. Okay, let BD perpendicular to AC, because this data is not given in question. Okay, in statement it is not given, so this we have drawn as per ourselves. So let BD perpendicular to AC. In question just ABC is only given, so BD we have to write our. So now here triangle ABD is similar to triangle ABC. Why? Because reason also you have to write theorem 6.1. Okay, this theorem already we have seen in our previous videos. So if you haven't seen, so upside I button is given, so you can click there and you can see that video. Okay, so triangle ABD and triangle ABC both are similar. So what you can write now? See here. These are the triangle. Okay, so this is the different format of triangle. In one triangle there are three triangles. So if from just here only I will write, okay, I will write the similarities, the side if I will compare, so you will not understand. So that for you I have drawn these three different kind of triangle. The first triangle is A, this is the B, and this is D. Okay. Second triangle is this triangle BDC, but this triangle is drawn in different way. Okay, here DC is the base, but actually DC is not the base. Why? Because if you just want to compare the both triangle using similarity, okay, so similarity should be like this. So first of all, the shape of the three of this triangle should be same. Then you can compare. For example, here AB. So BD is not the parallel side. Okay. So first the three of the triangle you have to set in one same step, one same shape. So see, this is the different shape. Why? Because here is the right angle. See, here is the right angle. For triangle BDC, this is the right angle. Okay. But for triangle ABD, the right angle is totally opposite side. It's called mirror image. But for triangle ABC, again here you can see the triangle, the right angle is again opposite side. So it is not valid. But here in this figure you can see the shape of right angle. Okay, the right angle, all right angles are on same side. So now you can compare. So now let me write this triangle's name. This is the BDC triangle. So this will become B, this will become D. Okay, B, D, and this is the top side, which is C. Okay, now clear? If you just tilt this triangle, okay, this triangle, see this pointer, if you tilt this triangle BDC, and if BD become base, okay, see here BD is the base, then automatically BC become hypotenuse. As I have shown here, it will become hypotenuse. Okay, and let me do the same thing for our main triangle. So I have drawn this triangle little bit bigger. Okay, this is our main triangle ABC, and if AB will become base, so automatically AC will become hypotenuse. So here I will write main triangle. I will show you using red pen. So this will become base A, okay, A, B and C. Okay, so AC will become hypotenuse. And now we can do comparison. So if now I will compare, so now you have to focus just these three figures, okay, which I have drawn below. I am going to show you below side. That figure now you have to focus. Now this main figure you don't have to focus. But in question, in exam, you must have to draw this figure. If these three of the figure you are going to draw, so that's well and good. But if you don't draw, so it is okay. But in exam, this figure, this is our main figure. So this you must have to draw. Okay. So now let me go ahead. Now I will compare small triangle ABD with big triangle ABC. So what will come? AD, okay, AD upon AB here, okay, AD upon hypotenuse AB, okay, hypotenuse AB is equal to what will come here? If the main triangle AB, now this is the base, so AB upon what will come? AC, okay, AB upon AC. So if you cross multiply, so what will come? AD into AC is equal to AB square. Okay, clear? And we will call it equation number 1. We will call it equation number 1. Okay. Now for triangle, I think so this space is not enough to write, so that I'm using next slide. Now I'm going to compare this triangle. Okay, BDE, see here, this triangle BDE and ABC. Okay, so I'm going to use next slide. For triangle which BDE and triangle ABC, what we can write? BD upon CD, this side CD upon BC, okay, hypotenuse CD upon BC is equal to what will come? CB upon AC. Okay, so let me tell you again, CD upon BC. So let me write CD upon BC. CD upon BC is equal to what will come? BC upon AC. Okay, so you can write here BC upon AC. Okay, and again, if you do cross multiplication, a reason also you should write actually. Why? Because sides are proportional. Okay, sides are proportional, and the same reason, okay, here also you should write, okay, here also you should write sides are proportional. So remember this first equation, and now if you do cross multiplication, so what will come? BC square is equal to CD into AC. Okay, and let it call equation number second. Now add equation 1 and 2. So what will come? In first equation, what it was given? Here you can see AB square is equal to AD into AC. AB square is equal to AB square is equal to AD into AC plus here BC square. Okay, BC square is equal to what will come? CD into AC. Okay, CD into AC. See here, by mistake I have done square. It's not square. Okay, AB square is equal to AD into AC. BC square is equal to CD into AC. So now AC is common. So what will remain? AD plus CD. Okay, AD plus CD. But AD plus CD is what? Here you can see. Here you can see main figure. Okay, which figure is given in question? So you can see. Let me show you by pointer. AD plus CD. AD plus CD is what? Clearly you can say AC. So now here you have to write AD plus CD is equal to AC as it is, and again AC. So AC into AC square. So that you can write AB square plus BC square is equal to what? AC square, and this is the proof. Okay, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So let me tell you what we have to do. First of all, see. Okay, the statement first we have to write. The question can be asked in different way. Now listen. First they can ask state and derive Pythagoras theorem formula. Otherwise they can ask, okay, the statement they will give. If just Pythagoras name is given, the statement you have to write compulsory. Okay, then only 4 marks you will get. Otherwise half mark can be cut because the statement deserve half of mark. Okay, now they will just say you, they can ask you directly statement they will give you. For example, in right angle triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to square of remaining two sides. Prove that. Okay, otherwise show that. So this way this question can ask. So again, statement is not required to derive and directly given to prove and proof, then you can write. Now we have to write given, which I have written here. To prove, then you have to write which I have written here, and the proof, that is the main thing. Students generally become confused in this triangle and they are just taken the wrong side, otherwise they just memorize. But it's not required to take wrong side, otherwise memorize. See, these three of the figure you have to consider. And if you will show, you will see this figure, and if this figure will become, you will set in your mind. So ratio, this ratio here we have to take, it will become never wrong. Okay, so now what you have to do, this small triangle you have to compare main triangle, and this small triangle BD you have to compare with main triangle. Let it called equation number 1 and 2, and then you have to add equation first and second, so that automatically answer you will get, and this is the proof of. Okay, so here you have to write, here you can write okay, proven. Okay, this theorem is proven. Then nobody can cut your half of mark even. Okay, then I hope you understand this video, you have enjoyed this video, and we will meet like this kind of video in our next lecture. And one more important theorem, I am going to teach you the converse of theorem of Pythagoras. After Pythagoras, this is the most important theorem. Okay, so stay connected.